All right, chat. Welcome. Welcome. Hopefully you're all doing well today. Happy Monday. Is it ever really a happy Monday? I mean, I guess it's President's Day weekend for us in the States, so maybe you had the day off. I did not. My son did, though, so went to my mother's house and hung out, but hopefully you had a good weekend. Hopefully you had an exciting, fun weekend. Maybe you did something good. Let me know. For us, it was pretty relaxed, pretty boring, I would say, but like in a good way. Boring is not always bad. Excuse me. I also realized when I did my Twitch and Kick alert, I of course put the wrong stuff in and had the older stuff go up. So good on me. I was so focused on YouTube, making sure that's all right. I completely forgot. Oh well. Alex, welcome to chat. Check your engine compartments, people. Open mind to find a raccoon. I just start my engine and hope I scare whatever's inside. Pretty sure I had mice in my car. We had a lot of mice in the garage, or we did. And then I eradicated them with maximum efficiency. So they keep coming back. But yeah. Here we go. Brighten up my Monday. Hey, Link. Hopefully you're doing well. Keith, welcome to chat. Hey, baby. Gwen Stefani fan. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey. Girls. Welcome to chat, too. Hopefully you're doing well. NJ, welcome to chat. I don't have an engine, 2 motors, and they are sealed off. Tesla? Question mark? I want a Tesla. I want an electric car. I hate dealing with oil and everything. Hate it. So expensive. Though electricity is really expensive right now. Had to work, but my kid had off. I was confused. I was like, Final Girl, I wanted Marvel Champ. I know. I didn't even realize until the alert went out and like it pops up on my screen what it is. And I was like, that's not right. I still have to back Final Girl, the new one. I have to look at that campaign and see what it's all about. But I do think it will be my last Final Girl campaign that I will get. Because I think the 4 series thing will be a good way to like finish it off and whatnot. So I think that'll be good-ish. And I also realized I just have so much Final Girl content that like the thought of doing more of it, it's like a lot. Like I have a lot. So do I really need more? Final Champions Marvel Girl 2. Let's go. Welcome, Noah. Hopefully you're doing well. The final girl. Baby, welcome, chat. When is the Daredevil expansion out? Spring, I believe. Q2. We don't know when. Because Wonder Man and Hercules, I think, is coming out now for people. I don't know. I think I've been seeing more and more people getting it, which means I'm like a month away of getting it. Usually that's how it works. When like the general populace gets it, I get it a month later. It's super efficient. But yeah, I'm not sure. But I think Daredevil's the springtime, because I think the smaller expansion then is summer, and then the 2 heroes are fall. I think fall, winter. I think I get my Herc and Wonder Man Friday. All right, let's go. My shipping notification is coming Friday. Let's go. LW, welcome chat. Howdy, how to get my fridge repaired today. I took so much of it apart yesterday and watched so much YouTube. I got as far as I could, but I had to call a tech for the Freon blockage in coils. Oof. So was it just not cooling? Like it thought it was cool, but it wasn't? Or it was overheating and causing ice in the back? That sounds rough. I was expecting some preview from FFG. It'll probably happen soon-ish. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do... Okay, so I'll let you all know. Obviously, for Wonder Man and Hercules, I didn't get anything, right? I didn't get any preview stuff. I will let you know. I will let you know right now that they have not reached out to me about Daredevil. But they usually do it pretty last minute in the past. So like if it's coming out in April, let's just say, they'll do it like 2 weeks before. So that doesn't mean much yet, but I also assume I won't get a preview. I don't even know if I want a preview, to be honest. So many people complain about everything. It's exhausting. I'm guessing May. May's probably a safe guess. Herc and Wonder Man come tomorrow. Aren't they changing Final Girl release schedule? Yeah. So moving forward, I think it's going to be different, but I don't fully understand now. I was impressed with how much diagnosis of my own. Nice. My freezer doesn't dispense ice correctly. I got to figure it out. Fridge wasn't cooling. Ice in back in corner where Freon enters, but would go to the whole coil unit. Okay. That's a pain, dude. But good job trying to get most of it done on your own. Cap, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Also, as a... also as thinking getting into it with the new Arkham release, have them gone more Marvel Chambers, only one class per character and smaller campaigns for Arkham Horror. Yeah, so they're doing oh, have they gone more Marvel Champions? I get what you're saying. Yeah, it looks like for this release, it's still kind of weird how they're doing it. So this release will have the core box coming out soon, which we're gonna get and I'll play. Then it's gonna come out with 5 investigator packs, 1 for each class, but the core box should have 5 as well, of how it works. And then they'll do a smaller, I think it's a 3 set and then a 1 set, or a 1 set then a 3 set. I forgot which way it works. All right, Cap saying single, then the smaller. Okay. And then next year, they're supposed to be coming out with 2 waves of campaigns, allegedly. Only $800 for all in Final Girls. What a value. But is that actually all in, all in? Or is that like somewhat all in? I know it sounds like I shouldn't have to differentiate that, but I do. Because Series 4 all in is not all in, which I glanced at. Because Series 4 all in does not include the mystery box, the miniatures, but it also does not include, because I was looking at this today, it also does not include something else. So since the last campaign box, the Mort box came out, so it doesn't include that. It doesn't include the 2 promos, which have come out since the last box. And oh, I think the alternates, it says it doesn't, right? Yeah, the alternates, it doesn't. But the alternates for season 3 as well have come out, so it does include that. Okay, it is literally everything. Okay, yeah, it is everything. Okay, at least that's something. But yeah, it always annoys me that like the Series 4 Ultimate box doesn't actually have everything. I've decided to get the core set 2.0 and try it out and figure if I want to continue with it. That's how I'm kind of feeling too. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep going with it, but I'll at least try the core 2 and see where it's at. Seems very complex with Arkham Horror. Oh yeah, I saw that spreadsheet. Yeah, thank you. I tried reading the preview post and felt more confused. Still, it's a game my wife will play, so I guess I'm in it for that. There you go. I just got the core and 1 expansion. I need to try it soon. I got the catch-up box. I thought I was pretty sure that I was getting that plus any bonus content. Why did they have to pay for the Predator one as a separate add-on? It's so weird how they do things. I really don't like it. And this is why like I'm kind of like done with Final Girl. Is I feel like every single campaign, like they just don't make it easy as a new person. Not a new person, a person who already has everything to get the next thing, but all the things. And it's because they did that weird release thing where they've been behind on certain things, like gruesome deaths they were behind on, then alternates they were behind on, promos they weren't sure about. Then they started releasing things like before the 2 sets, and then it just got confusing. I had a rough Arkham Horror game last night. Hey Zom, welcome to chat. I think I drew like 6 autofail tokens in 1 center. Dude, that's worse. Yeah, that Google spreadsheet is good. I was glancing at that, but then I had to remember what I had and didn't have promo wise, and I was like, I can't do this right now. Can I get enough premium add-ons to never actually buy the core box? For Final Girl, there might be a pledge for it. How often does Van Ryder print core boxes? Pretty often. I think you can get it pretty easily. For Arkham Horror Chapter 2, the campaign will be released first summer, then the scenario pack fall. Didn't they say something about I thought they said something about 2 campaigns in a row. Or was I getting that wrong? Or was that the following year or something? It was confusing. BB, welcome to chat. All right, I already welcome to chat. Have you ever played Heat? I think that's the following year. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm already off. Yes, I've played Heat 4-player and 2-player a couple times. And it was good. I never played solo, but I enjoyed it. It was fine. For like a racing game, it's good. We'll see how Formula 1 goes this year, by the way. It's rough. Question. What's the biggest attack you got from the enemy Marvel Champions, and why is it Ronin? Because Ronin keeps surging. Board Game Arena has a good adaptation of Heat. He has a new solo expansion on the way. He was pretty good. I'm not a huge racing fan, but I enjoyed it. Yeah. Canadian, welcome to chat, dude. I was playing Rex and Winnie, and sometimes with those investigators, there are times when you want to fail skill tests. Of course, the auto-fail tokens never shows up for those, despite Rex drawing 2 tokens per test. That's hilarious. I, for one, can't wait the start of the Aussie Grand Prix to be a... Yeah. Dude, it's just going to be half the cars stalling and the other half just crashing into each other. I think the highest attack I've ever gotten was 13 against you. I've definitely gotten one shot by Ronin before. For sure. For sure. It got ugly fast. It was bad. I don't know what my record was. I feel like it was pretty bad, though. Because a lot of times when you rush Ronin too, it just goes poorly. Like, it's just everything about it goes poorly. I'm sure it was attacked 4 times in a row with... Yeah, that's the other thing, too. Like, it depends if you add it all up or if it's just, like, one single attack. I feel like there's some other people that have attacked me pretty bad, too. I mean, Ronin's always the obvious one, right? Ronin crushes, but... I had 12 from Ronin and played Cap Shield Block. Nice. It's always nice when you do that, or Spider-Man's backflip. Black Widow Nemesis Taskmaster once did a quick strike against me for, like, 16. Against me, but I survived by skin my teeth. That's amazing. I think. Hold on, wait. On Van Ryder. Yeah, you can get the core box now? Question mark. Yeah, you can get the core box from Van Ryder's website now if you need it. Yeah, I've had some tough run. What is another one? I mean, like, an expert, I feel like Red Skull's done a good amount of damage to me. I'm trying to think of who else. I feel like there's been a few. They've gotten some, like, good hits against me, you know? I'm just like, okay. Cool. Thanks. Also in chat, at the top... I pinned the deck I'm using. We're playing against She-Hulk, and I built a silk deck for it. Let me rephrase that. I didn't build a silk deck. I used someone else's silk deck. Who is it? Spartacus. I used their silk deck. I have no idea this will be good or not for this. I realized I hadn't played silk in a while, and I really wanted to, so why not, right? Might as well. Venom's also swung hard. True. Venom with like a bunch of boost codes. Canadian. Like we do. Actually, I don't know if you get that reference or anyone else does. I think it's like you do, he'll say. Like you do. Get the goop. Went up against Mojo with Justice Jubilee and surprisingly won. Was expected to get at least one encounter deck pass. The minion I dealt with was Blob 314, which was annoying. Keep that bell in check. Yeah, sometimes I just let it go. Venom's one of those ones like I really enjoy this scenario, but man, if I'm not careful with it, it just like it ends super poorly, super fast. Also, Canadian, I have to ask you a slightly personal question. How do you feel about your curling team? My Twitter's been nonstop with that drama. It's been hilarious. Glad I'm playing against Silk because I haven't either. I think her set was wonky trying to pull off some of the tucking cards. Yeah, I really like the method though of tucking. Shots fired. I mean, yeah. You gotta. It's like the most fun that's been happening with the Olympics. I'm not like a Winter Olympics guy. So like I ran track and field in high school and college, right? So like I love it. Like I watch track and field, generally speaking, the Champions League I watch. Though I didn't watch much of last season, unfortunately. But Summer Olympics is my go-to time. Love it. The second most fun was when the U.S. bobsled team didn't get into bobsled. Did that really happen? God. They did not pull our good, cool runnings. I learned something about that, but didn't know what happened. Basically, the Swedes, I think, knew that the Canadians cheat. And they set up their own private camera on the line to catch it. Because they knew, like, whoever the guy was on Canada, like, cheats all the time, I guess, allegedly. But they caught on camera, basically, like, he was still touching the stone while it was crossing the line, which you obviously can't do. I don't know the rules. And then I guess the same thing happened with the women's team, too. Though I didn't read as much about that. It was more so about the men's. But yeah, like, the Olympics didn't even catch it. It was just, like, the Swedes set up a personal camera just to catch it. So that's hilarious. Oh, wait, let me look at this. There they go. And oh, God. USA, 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 USA. Oh, God. Look at that. Oh, boy. Don't worry. They're only the best in the world. Well, I mean, the best in the United States. I, too, am an expert in bobsled. God, the one guy hit that wall hard, too. It's just like this guy's just like chilling, wondering where his friends are. He's just in the back. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure they're fine. They're American. Avengers, welcome to chat. That's hilarious. The main guy had to scoot back to pull the brakes at the very end. Oh my god, of course. I just like this, like look around, like wonder where his buddy is. I'm not surprised. Athletics here are cooked. Though this clip doesn't make a good case for the USA either. We've done pretty bad, or I'm sorry, poorly. Can't do bad, or you can, but not like that. The USA has done pretty poorly this Olympics, especially when you have a guy named the Quad God and he can't land his own move twice. Though some of them have done well. I think we're hanging in there with the medal count, but we're supposed to like crush it and we're not. Just like I got a lot lighter. He's like, I'm used to like feeling some guy right next to me and where's my bro? Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, USA's done rough. It's all right. The Winter Olympics is whatever. It's all about the Summer Olympics. All about the Summer Olympics. But yeah, I'm excited for like I said, this year's summer, because I'm just, like I said, I'm a huge track guy, so I'll be glued to the TV for that. Oh well. Do you think it's the pressure, or is it just bad luck? No, I don't. I think probably they, like, most of the times athletes make mistakes like that most of the time, because either timing is off or they're pushing themselves harder and further than they've usually gone, because obviously your adrenaline's really going, right? So you just like, you go on really, really hard at something and you just like either jitters or you just like overshoot or whatever. I mean, it looked like, again, the bobsled was pushing right and the guy like that was on the right hand side couldn't really like jump in on time. So that's usually what it is. It's just getting overhyped. I think it's the same with the quad god guy. Just, I'm sure, you know, he's a young kid, just adrenaline's going like crazy, and versus track and field where like your adrenaline goes crazy, so you can just like kind of work off of that, where skating obviously like it does a lot of finesse to it. So if you're just going a little too hard and you're not really expecting it. Sorry, my YouTube chat just came up. My YouTube stuff just came up with the replay of it. I'm watching it again. So that's especially when it's finesse, and bobsled's more like I would say a finesse thing too as well. I think a lot of that stuff is. But some of the tweets I was reading were just hilarious. Like, especially when people talk about the luge, and they're just like how does one practice the luge and get into it? Or the luge. And especially like the doubles luge. Like, how do you address that with somebody else? But yeah, oh well. Sad eagle noises from USA. I need a button for that to make sad eagle. Speaking about sad eagle, we finally finished Peacemaker season 2. The last episode wasn't very good, but the overall show was really good. I was hyped for that. We enjoyed that. But we watched the newest episode of Night of the Seven Kingdoms last night. Fantastic. I knew what was going to happen because I read the books. Novels did not. She didn't handle it well. For those that know the story, it was the trial of the seven, and she did not. Well, she saw it like right before it happened, but she didn't see that one coming. It was a rough one, but yeah, it's been really, really good. Again, if you want to know the show, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, man, just been fire, just absolutely amazing. Really highly recommend it. You don't have to know a ton about Game of Thrones to get into it, but it helps. But yeah, it's really good. Highly recommend. So that's been fun. So, and of course now she wants to rewatch actual Game of Thrones, which I'm like fine to watch the first like 3 or 4 seasons. Then after that, season 5 and 6, in my opinion, just starts falling apart. And 7 and 8 is absolute dumpster fire. So bad I can't even recommend it to people anymore. Like, makes me sad. I used to recommend that show to everyone all the time, and now it's like, nah, can't. Finished X-Men 97. What I need to start watching again is the Fallout show. Only watched 3 or so episodes. They have the second season out, right? So the first season I enjoyed. It was too gory for novels. She couldn't do it, so I watched it, and I enjoyed it. But I have to watch the second season still. But that was another show. I liked it. Like, I'm not huge into the lore of Fallout, so I don't know if there's like inconsistencies or issues or whatever. But like for just like a normie, like I enjoyed it. So I haven't seen last night's episode, but I've been digging quite a bit. Just get ready. It's phenomenal. There was no 5th season. I know, right? It's a shame that Game of Thrones stopped after season 4. They should have. God, 5 and I know people love 5 and 6 for like the over the topness of it. It's still bad. It's still bad. God, it's hard to watch. They're like, oh, the Battle of the Bastards and the whole thing with Cersei and the Keep. Like, it doesn't make any sense. The entire thing. Like, the entire thing is just a giant. Like, it's very pretty. I will give it that. But it's all about, you know, subverting expectations at that point. And that only works so much for so long. Fallout equals Gordo, yeah. Especially when it's all in slow-mo like that. And she's just like, I can't do this. And I was like, I get it. This is not your cup of tea. But yeah, I watched it. And I enjoyed it a lot. So like I said, it's only season 2 that's out now, right? Yeah, season 2 came out. Okay. You have to watch that. Yeah, the bloody mess perk. Finally opened Ashes Reborn and Sensei and punched the cardboard and packed it back up. I'll learn it one of these days. Gotta learn, dude. It's such a good game. Such a good game. There's my code for Rogue. Again, if you want sweet energy drinks. Support the channel. Buy Rogue. Schmanny. Welcome, chat. Second season Fallout is great. Okay, I have to watch it. I like the first one a lot. But like I said, we want to finish Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Season finales comes out next week. Which will just be a nice way to tie it all up. Get ready for season 2, though. I think it's already wrapping up filming. So hopefully that comes out like by the end of the year. Which would be really nice. But then yeah, I think we'll jump back into it. Shmani, I have to tell you. I was checking out your YouTube channel. It's pretty sweet. I liked it. So far, it's pretty lore accurate in reference to Fallout. Okay, cool. Cool. Did you watch Severance yet? Novels once too, and I'm not like against it. I don't know. I heard it's like so hit and miss with certain things, especially the first season. Not sure if it's been talked about yet, but I'm looking forward to Invincible season 4. I heard Invincible's really good. I need to check it out. Daredevil Born Again season 2 and The Boys season 5. Okay. So The Boys, I watched the first season and enjoyed it. The second season, we made it like a quarter, maybe halfway through, and it was so slow. I couldn't stand it. And we just stopped. I didn't watch it. I do want to pick it back up because I heard it gets better again. But I couldn't push my way through whatever it was. The first 3-4 episodes. I don't remember. It's been a while of it, but I would like to try it again. Do it. Yeah, I mean we will at some point watch Severance. I don't know when, but I think it's on the list. But we'll see. I mean, different with The Boys. I want to like it. Yeah, like I like the first season, but yeah. The Boys is pretty slow. The show's a vibe though. Yeah, and like I remember the first season, like I was like, yeah, this is good. Like I like what it's doing. I like where it's going. And then yeah, too. And I have a buddy who's watched all of it. And he doesn't watch a lot of TV, but he watches that. Let me phrase that. He watches Cheers and Frasier and The Boys. That's like all he knows. And he really likes it. So he keeps like egging me on to watch it. So I was like, oh god. So long ago. I know. You should do more. I really enjoyed it. I had it when I work. I put them on in the background. Really enjoyed it. Just saying. That's an odd set of the shows. Yeah. All he has is Tubi and Amazon Prime. Like as far as like streaming stuff goes, that's all he has. Because he doesn't like paying for streaming services, so he just doesn't. So he'll just do Cheers and Frasier for the most part, and then watch The Boys. Not even The Simpsons. He's not a Simpsons guy. He did like Frasier's spinoff. Yeah. He did like It's Always Sunny, but then he didn't want to pay for it. So Invincible is very interesting. I knew nothing about it before randomly coming across the title, and that it was a superhero show. It was just super gruesome, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this. I also have so much anime to catch up on. I'm still working my way through Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. 2? 3? No, it's on 3 now, right? What am I watching? I think 3 is the new one that's out. I being crazy? It's on 3, right? Yeah, it's on 3. So, yeah, because of the calling game. So I'm watching that now. I'm only 3 episodes in because I'm basic and I don't like reading. So I'm waiting till it get dubbed and then I watch the dub because I'm cool like that. So yeah, I have to watch that, and I'm waiting until Freer in season 2 gets dubbed, so I can watch that. And then I'm really waiting for the Demon Slayer movie to finally come out on a streaming service, so I can watch that. And then just kind of those are the main animes. Though I'm still trying to catch up on My Hero Academia too, and I know like chat will yell at me that I have to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which is on the list. And there's other things that keep getting recommended to me too. I need to go on a good work travel trip in March, April. I go back out to Vegas so I can download a bunch of episodes and watch it on the plane then. Though last time I was on the plane, I just watched Rush Hour 1, 2, and 3 and Kung Pao and Ip Man 3. Yeah, because I don't think I've watched the 4th one yet. Because I was like, I just want to watch people fight each other. Because I really like kung fu movies in general. And I was like, I'm just going to watch all of that. And then when Novels has to work on her blog or whatever, I'm just like, okay, I'll put on Batman or something. So I'm like, this is fun. Like I said, super basic. I feel like there's something else we have to watch too. I don't remember. Nah. Sure, something on HBO because we're getting HBO for a year and then we'll kind of tune it off. We usually end up watching Veep again because I always really enjoyed that. Well, I enjoyed all the seasons except for the last one or last 2 when they just become like mean for literally no reason. Not no reason, but it's just like more over the top and it's just like, oh god. Golden, that's another one. Yeah, Matter for welcome chat. Are you into the WrestleMania lineup so far? I haven't kept track of who's on the card. Let's see what we got so far. What is it? 42? $43. What do we got so far? CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Yes, and I want Roman to crush him. Liv Morgan versus somebody. Go with that. Drew McIntyre versus Men's Elimination Chamber. Okay. And then Women's Elimination versus somebody. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they're making Liv wait because they really want Bianca Belair to come back. Beast Snow, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well, man. So yeah, I'm fine with it. Though Elimination Chamber comes up what, this weekend? Next weekend? So I have to watch that. I don't even know who's in it so far. But I know there's rumors with WrestleMania to have like I want Obafemi in it because I think he's gonna be the next big thing. And I guess Brock will be in it too. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him. So just trying to wrangle these kids. Just give them a bunch of sugar and watch them crash. Works every time. Every time. The Hulk is fighting Logan Paul. I'll be fine. It's going to be Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny. They're going to do it. For sure. For sure. And you know what? I'm here for it. Why won't they push LA Knight? I don't know what they're doing. Triple H must just hate him as a human being. I have no idea why. Like, they don't even need to push him anymore. They just need to give him a title opportunity and run with it. Sad about Robert Duvall. Open Range and Secondhand Lions are 2 of my favorites. Robert Duvall's so good. It is sad. I didn't realize he was 95 either. Logan Paul sucks so bad? Nah, man. At wrestling, he's phenomenal. He's top 10 in the company right now. I mean, you could dislike him as a person. I don't really care about that. But as far as a wrestler goes, he's top 10 for sure. He's so incredibly good. 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 He's so But yeah, I saw the alert for Robert Duvall today. And I was just like, it's sad. I was talking to my mom when it happened because I was at her house. And she's like, what was he? Like mid 80s? I was like 95. She's like, oh my God, I'm old. Every day I hope he loses his career as a scumbag. A lot of people are. A lot of people are. Yeah. Robert passed. As a person, he's an immoral degenerate, but he plays a great villain. Yeah. He's also like, again, there are wrestlers who, as heels, won't break for young fans, and he will. And it's nice to say. Like, he does the business right in that sense. Though I'm sure like older guys hate that because you're supposed to stay in K-fob the whole time. But he brings in the young kids and they like him. And my GPA will be a 96 this summer. Your GPA? Triple H's booking style is so boring in my opinion. I really wish wrestling was more fun. But it's so hit and miss for me these days. Love New Japan, but they've been completely gutted and have a huge growing pains right now. Yeah, Triple H just love masked men right now, and just I don't know what they're doing. They rely, they get so. Oh, your grandpa. That's awesome though. 96. That's crazy. They rely on nostalgia too much. Like, okay, AJ Lee cannot wrestle. She can't do it anymore. She just doesn't have it in her. She doesn't have enough practice. She can't do it. After watching that Becky Lynch promo, that was one of the most painful promos I've watched in a long time. Just god awful. She can't do promos anymore. But they really like the nostalgia pop, right? Or song hits, whatever. It's insane. It's insane. So that's what they rely on. CM Punk. CM Punk can put on a match now and again, but it's not as good as it once was. It just isn't. So they rely on the pop and whatnot. Like, this is just what their thing is. Like, thank God John Cena went to his retire tour, got better in the second half, because the first half was rough to watch. But again, they love that nostalgia pop, and they just don't want to give young, like, the future for WWE is Obafemi. It is Javon Evans. It is Trick Williams. And they need to figure out how to push these guys. Rhea Ripley, right, is obviously young. Or young for wrestling. Phenomenal athlete. Really, really good at what she does. But they rely on her too much. So they're not like pushing people that really need it more. Like Sol Roca should be massive by now. Like, they need to push her to the moon. Lyra, they fumbled, and she's a good wrestler. They just don't know what to do with her. It's just, ugh. And they need to get rid of certain people that are just bad. I'm sorry. Like Sami Zayn's not a good wrestler. He's not good in the mic. He's not intriguing. They need to stop trying to make him a thing, because he's never going to be a thing. You also know who was a good villain and wasn't a prick? Macho Man. Macho Man had some problems. Like, if you read some stuff about Macho Man, yeah, I love Macho Man Randy Savage. One of my favorites. Dude was kind of psycho with Miss Elizabeth. Like, in real life, was kind of a psychopath and did some messed up things. Like, again, I love Macho Man. But when you start reading about what that whole thing was like, oh. Macho Man versus Logan Paul, a new Slim Jim Flavors Prime sponsored event. Do it. Do it. Sorry, let me do that better. Do it. Early 2000s was golden era. Mid-card matches were still stars. Man, it was so good. It was so good. One of the saddest things that happens was WCW being bought out by WWE. Because the Monday Night Wars was like really fun. Like, it was really, really cool. And like seeing what's going to happen. Do it. There it is. Do it. We need a woman wrestler to go up against this new title holder. I know, Rhea Ripley. Dude, how many times have they done Nia Jax and Tiffy Stratton? Like, are you kidding me? Like, they need to move on. I don't care for Nia Jax. I don't think she's a good wrestler, but whatever. Tiffy time, I'm a huge fan of. I think Tiffy is the complete package. I think she's phenomenal at everything she does, but they don't know what to do with her. So they're just like, what if Tiffy Time fights Nia Jax again? That would be fun. And like, thank God Liv Morgan is back to like do something. But like, Dominic Mysterio hasn't defended his title in like 2 months because they don't know what to do with him. They just don't know what to do with him. And they put in like, okay, they need to get rid of Solo Sikoa's group, MJF or whatever it's called. They need to get rid of it. I'm sorry. It's boring. It's stale. It's dumb. The Vision, ever since they lost Seth Rollins, it's bad. Just not good. Bronson Reed, they kept trying to make him be the next thing and have him beat Roman Reigns and all that stuff. Bronson Reed ain't that guy. He has one move, and that's it. So they keep pushing these really weird people that just aren't over with fans because of reasons. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. You have so much talent on the men's and women's younger roster, and they just don't know what to do with it. And I don't know if they're afraid of like them not being able to handle it, but you gotta take a risk, man. You gotta take a risk. I don't know. But yeah, with the women's stuff, they just whatever it is, Rhea. Just Rhea. And like, Rhea needs a break. She does. Luckily, she's not stale because she's so incredibly talented, but she needs a break. I'm gonna post a wrestling documentary I liked in Discord by Super Eye Patch Wolf. You'll dig it. Good background. Watched it. Oh, okay, cool. Dude, Penta. I'm a massive Penta fan. They have fumbled Penta and Rey Fenix so bad. They do not know what to do with luchadors. They just don't. It's like they unless they're Rey Mysterio Jr., they don't want to like have an actual luchador do something. And it drives me nuts. Penta is so phenomenal. No risk, no reward. Agreed. It's good that Rhea shifted the tag team titles and had some stability there. Yeah, her and Io like made a lot of sense and was a lot of fun to watch. And it was good for Asuka to go back with Kairi Sane too, because again, Asuka needed that tag team switch. But I'm trying to think. They had another good women's wrestler, Sol Roca. Who was the other one that went really far in the Royal Rumble? Like Katina Jones or Johns or whatever her name is. Phenomenal. Every time Penta and Rey show up, I remember how much I miss Lucha Underground. They're doing nothing WWE. Yeah. Chelsea Green too. Chelsea's phenomenal. Powerhouse Hobbs will be a massive name. Agreed. He's phenomenal. I remember catching some highlights of him when he was in AEW, right? And he was good. Chelsea Green, they need to push to the moon too. She's so good at what she does. It's really sad to see Penta be a jobber. He paid his dues. He needs his fight. Yeah, 100%. Have you seen the Chelsea Green Penta Luchador Underground match? It's phenomenal. I love when Chelsea talks about it. And she's like, I didn't do anything. Penta just did all the work. Covered roads and rains, rise and fall. Oh, that's cool. Nacho Libre. Okay. Honorable Viking, welcome to chat. So I have a really weird story about Nacho Libre. So, Penta and Chelsea is such a killer match. Dude, it's one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. Okay. So 3 years ago or so, I was out in Vegas for a work event for a big trade show. And we were at this Mexican restaurant. And we had imbibed a lot of beverages of... Hello there. Welcome, Mongoose, dude. Imbibed a lot of beverages of the adult nature. And I was feeling it. So in this Mexican restaurant, I went to the bathroom. Go there. And when you go up to the urinal, there is a TV right there in front of you. And all it was the screen froze playing a movie. And it was Nacho Libre. And it was Jack Black just staring at you the whole time. But I was thinking it was still playing because he has those scenes where he just kind of stares at the TV for a while. So I sat there and just watched Jack Black watch me for like 3 minutes. And I was like, oh boy. Ugh. Can't do liquor? Not anymore. Thoughts on Toni Storm and how she's carried AEW? Toni Storm is phenomenal, and I never want her to come back to WWE. The reason being is because they had no idea what to do with Tony in WWE, and they've obviously when she went to AEW, they said, "Do what you want," and she will never have that creative freedom again. So I never want her to come back because they will absolutely ruin her and have no idea what to do. But she's great. Lots of iced tea. We get it. Yeah. Game of Thrones studio tour in Ireland is amazing. I've checked that out. When we were in Ireland, they were filming season 8, and we were on a boat tour. Not a boat tour, but like touring like a naval ship or something. But anyway, at the one end, we could look over and you could see where they were recording season 8. So we saw, spoiler alert. No, it wasn't season 8. It was like season 6 or 7. No, I take that back. It was season 6, I think, because it was King's Landing that we saw, but it was destroyed. So we saw like the set, and we saw like kind of where they like hid some things and whatnot. It was actually pretty cool. Never had any problems with alcohol, but quit drinking 16 years ago. Good. That's good to hear. I used to have like a beer every night, and now it's like rare that I do. That's hilarious. I know, dude. It was so bad. Season 8, you mean the best season ever? Imagine telling people when Shinsuke and Balor, Finn. God, I'm thinking Baylor Greyjoy. Joined WWE, where they be now? Yeah. Shinsuke coming to WWE is one of the worst things. They fumbled that so bad. For years now. I don't know this song. Yeah, there's just so many people. They just don't know what to do. They have a type that they like, and that's why Obafemi is that type. Is that guy? Baylor gonna be the main event? No, 100% no. For WrestleMania, no shot. He's another guy that just didn't. His career not fell apart. That's harsh. His career took a rough trajectory when he was still the Demon and was going against Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins was going through his period where he was just injuring everyone. And Finn just like, hit the outside wall weird and like, I don't know, dislocate his arm or shoulder or whatever he did with his shoulder. Ever since then, it was just, ugh. Yeah. He had some mention from Punk. Yeah, Punk is just doing that to do that. That's it. Go through his period. But yeah, Punk is just doing that to like stir the pot. It's not gonna be a thing. I think Punk wants him to, but they won't. Doesn't matter. Punk's gonna lose the title anyway to Roman. Son and I ran Ironheart and Spider-Ham against Tower Defense. Might be the easiest game of Champions I've ever played. That's amazing. Give me the Punisher TV show and Hero Pack. Dude, Punisher Hero Pack needs to happen, dude. Just print money. I don't feel like I'm able to watch Raw or SmackDown all the time. I will watch the highlights on Twitter, and then we watch the recap on YouTube. And then if there's something I really want to see, like Roman and CM Punk doing their last, not last week. I don't think it was last week. I think it was the week before. Whenever it was, their promo thing, I watch, like, if it's a really good promo, I'll watch it. This is going to be a Punisher special presentation. I hope they do it. I really do. Just feels like it needs to be done. Born Again Season 2. There you go. Maybe they'll do it with the new core box. Sneak him in there. Alleged core box. I watch or read recaps and we'll throw on a pay-per-view around with nothing to do. We watch the pay-per-views. We'll watch that for sure. So we'll watch that. But past that, I don't know. Just getting into Magic. Night, some Doctor Who, D&D, Lord of the Rings sets. Getting a box of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nice. Next box on Marvel Boy and Firestar. Yeah. I'll get hate for saying this, but I prefer Thomas Jane's version of Punisher. I don't know what the difference is. I feel ignorant. I'm still reading through. I finished City of Bane in I'm finishing City of Bane. Whatnot. Finn is 7-67 in singles matches. Wow. They just hate him, dude. Him and LA Knight, they just hate. Just haters. If I was in control, the next box would have Jeff and Howard. If I was in control, the next wave would just be Kool-Aid Man. I would just call it the D20 wave. That's why I'm not in charge. Triple H hates Finn so much, yeah. For sure. For sure. He definitely hates certain people. I know he hates CM Punk, but he has to put him in there because he's, obviously selling merch and whatever. And that's what they drive things on for the most part too, is merch sales. Like, it's pretty obvious that's what it is, because the Jey Uso push, which I like Jey Uso. I do. I think he gets way too much hate. But they obviously push him a ton because of merch sales. But LA Knight sells well too, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm off. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like Triple H likes to try to play it safe too often. He likes to play it safe and tell us we're in a new era. That's basically what he does now at this point. Stephanie needs to take over or something. Season 2 of Freerun is great so far. Oh, I can't wait to watch it. I love when season 1 came out. Everyone's like, "This is the best ever." I have a tendency, for better or for worse, that whenever someone talks about this is the best thing since ever, I go, okay, and I'll watch it, and usually I disagree. I'm like, no, it's not, because it just got too hyped, right? It's not that good, over the top hype, and so I watched season 1, and I went, oh my god, that's really good, like really good. So I loved it. I loved it. I wouldn't hate Jey Uso if he takes the time off to learn how to properly wrestle. I think he gets too much hate. Yes, he makes mistakes, but half of his mistakes are not his fault. They really aren't. I saw people were like hating on him because he missed the super kick with Otis, and Otis ducked his head. So like stuff like that, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's Jay botching it again." And like there's times he botches for sure. He has serious issues, and he has serious conditioning issues. But then he just gets too much hate for certain things. But I don't disagree with you on that. New core set: Professor X, Captain America, Baby Groot in particular, the Invisible Woman, and Ghost Rider. I don't think they'll put X-Men together. I think they'll do X-Men by itself again. I've always felt like Shane in charge of WWE could be sick, but writing has been on the wall for so long, and for Triple H to take over, people got to strap in because he's not letting go until he's dead. Yeah. Which honestly, that dude, I mean, knock on wood, I don't want anything bad to happen to people in general. Like, even if I disagree with you as a human being, I don't want bad things to happen to you. But that dude's heart does not do well, right? He took a little too many steroids and jacked up his heart. So I hope he lives a very long and happy life, especially with kids and whatnot. But I don't know. I'd actually be fine with Stephanie take over. Next, we'll get 3D Man. You gotta wear 3D glasses to read his cards. I mean, if they do Daredevil with Braille, who knows? You'll see some peeps got Herc and Wonder Man already. Yeah, I did. I was joking. Now I'll get it in about a month from now. Knowing FFG, we'll get the Joe Garrison version of Punisher before Frank. In my opinion, Punisher is cringe, especially with dudes putting his sticker on their trucks in 2025. We'd rather have Blade. I mean, with that stuff, I whatever. People do that stuff all the time, where they'll take whatever thing and make it like their status symbol, right? You see it all the time from both sides politically. So that's that. People could do whatever they want with that. I care about the character in general. But I do want Blade. I for sure want Blade. But yeah, so we'll see. Excuse me. I'm a little sad that we don't get to speculate on Marvel Champions. Like, we have the heroes. But just going to speculate how they work, yeah. Like, I get that too. Where it's It's sad that we can't speculate it, but we can still speculate the next one. So it's like it's still there to a point, but I get what you mean with like the silhouettes and stuff. But the silhouettes was just like driving people mad. Ah, sorry. What happens when I order from Asmodee? Dude, Asmodee used to send stuff so on time. It was so nice. And they were like, what if we don't send it on time and now we charge you for shipping? This is a good business model. So now I don't buy from them anymore. They used to make money off of me. And now they used to make more money. And now because they don't, I pay game nerds. So now they make less money. It's a shame people can't separate the stuff from the character. I just want to blast villains as one of my favorite Marines. Yeah. Again, there's a lot of people who I've said this before on stream that there's a lot of I love politics, right? I love it. I will not discuss it on stream, but I love politics and whatever. And there's a lot of people in different aspects of life. I just don't agree with them. I just don't agree with them. I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong, but you can be wrong. And they will be, you know, in music, movies, books, whatever. And I've always been very much able to separate the art from the artist, right? In my opinion. Sometimes I have a hard time, but for the most part, I can separate the art from the artist. And it's sad that I feel like we've kind of lost that as a society, which is really a shame. But oh well. D20. Hey, Fat Kid, how's it going, man? What's the best unmatched box to start with? So, honestly, any. Right? If you're playing 2-player, just start with any of the 2-player ones. But if you really want like Marvel, any of the Marvel ones are fine. Get what you can kind of get at this point. Because like certain stuff is really hard to find. Like the Jurassic stuff is really, really fine. And yeah, like just kind of get what you can get at this point. Game Nerds takes forever also. It sure does. It sure does. Not exactly related, but honestly, a Quake hero in a shield wave could have been cool. Perhaps she could have an ability that did small damage to everything on the board. Yeah. Though I feel like people would be like, why are we getting Quake? You know? I feel like this community complains about anything, but it's fine. Is she the most famous hero? No, but I'd rather have her than Hulkling or Tigra. I really like Tigra, though. But if they just gave her Tigra's stuff, then maybe I'm okay with that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle unmatched box. It's unopened, but I hear it's good. Are you red or blue? Nice try. Nice try, FBI. If you ever meet me in person and sit down with me and have a beer or a cup of coffee, I'm more than happy to get into it. Because I am not that simple. I'll put it that way. Is there stuff out of print? Yeah, certain stuff is really hard to get. Who makes it? Unmatched. So there's Restoration. Yeah, like there's certain stuff even on their website doesn't come up anymore. So like the dinosaur ones don't. So it's the stuff that's licensed. I think they have a hard time with. So the dinosaurs aren't there. I mean the Marvel stuff isn't even up there anymore, which is interesting. But the Legends boxes are really good. The Witcher stuff is really good. I would get the Witcher stuff. I'm excited for Stars and Stripes. God, what are they? I feel like they're missing a lot more. I have to look, but they are missing a lot more. Out of Control, welcome to chat. Is it Tales to Amaze, the one that intros? Yes. Yes, that was the first one. So Tales to Amaze was the first one, and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the second one. Gamers Guild? Yeah. They're a good company. Buffy, that's the other one, yep. I mean, aspect pack per wave cycle need to work with the graphic design to make it up. I'm terrible at graphic design. Nice. If I lay the hero made that focus on ships, so you don't have to flip to the hero side and let your ships do the heavy lifting. I have Red Riding Hood and Beowulf. That's a good one. Pretty fun, yeah. Need the Witcher stuff? Did you say don't get? No, get the Witcher stuff for sure. Yeah, no, it's the Witcher stuff is really good, especially if you like Witcher. Tales is great solo. That's what I hear. I still have to play it solo. We'll do it on stream somewhat soon-ish. But Novels is a big Witcher fan. Let me phrase this. She's a big Henry Cavill fan. As am I. I like the books. I really love the video games. So, is there a good Witcher card game? I don't think so. I think the board game is supposed to be good, but it's kind of expensive. Sherlock Holmes and the Witcher fight aliens? Perfect. What more could you want, right? All right, let's hop down to the table for a second. So, I'm changing things up a little bit. Oh yeah, Bruce Lee came out. I still have to play that. So I'm using the card stand because you all can't really read those cards anyway. And I'll show them off on the thing. But again, by the same token, if you want to support the channel, buy stuff from them. But I'm trying to use this to save some space. First season Witcher was fairly enjoyable. I'll definitely watch the other seasons since I'm a sucker for anything fantasy. Yeah. You see Cavill and Batista are doing a Highlander remake? I did not see that. I'll watch that for sure. Highlander. All right. Gwent. Is it good? The actual physical game of Gwent? Is it better than the free version on Steam? No. I'm playing Silk Leadership at the moment. It slaps with Sneak Attack. Nice. I haven't done Silk in a while, so I was like, I have to do this. All right. She-Hulk doesn't show up well on the green screen. Hold on, let's figure out our card thing. Can Bruce Lee, William Shakespeare, George Washington, and Nikola Tesla stop the Mothman? Probably. All right, so She-Hulk comes in 1/2/16 stat line. Said the enemy finds a copy of superhuman strength and attaches it to She-Hulk, and then after alter ego changes the hero, deal 1 damage to that hero. Vision don't show up as well because they're boys. So superhuman strength, right? Yeah. When She-Hulk attacks, this attack gains overkill. It gets +2 attack, discard after it. That's fine. We have to put in legal practice. Threat cannot be removed from this game by heroes or allies. So after you change form, exhaust your identity, remove 3 threat from the scheme. So we'll have to be careful with that. So we can't do anything with that right away, which is rough for solo. Oh, this is upside down. I have the original version from GameStop when The Witcher first came out, but don't have anyone to play with, so I don't know. All right, if your team is more than 1 player in team, gains hinder. All right, so the enemy leader gains steady. Cool. I am just using the mod sets it recommends. The Vision scenario I felt like was all right. Like this whole Civil War box for the villains, like, are just like solid, in my opinion. They're not amazing. They're not bad. They're just like, they're solid. Like they're fine. But Vision was the same. It was just like, okay. Also Vision. So I played a few more times Vision off stream, and I felt like Vision I was easier at like gaming it. With like learning his timing sequence of flipping. It feels like once you learn that, it really helps you. I feel like 3 mod sets, yeah. 4 is too much, but we're doing it because that's what's recommended for this, so we'll just try it. But like you don't see enough of their cards. And like it's too disjointed with how it works. So I feel like that's like another issue with it. Okay, so if there are more than 4 tuck cards here, okay, that's fine. I just don't enjoy these snares as much as either PvP or PvE. I don't know, perhaps I'm just like the iconic villains to fight. That's fine. The CW villains are all trading a bit of high-end stuff for more modularity, lowers their ceiling, but you can do a lot of things with them. Snare 2 Expert 2 Modoc. I mentioned a few weeks ago the snares aren't built to be optimized against players. If you mess with the mod sets, you can make good synergy, like Vision needs, Atlan stuff. Okay. They are decent, but I feel like Civil War cycle was a filler cycle. Yeah. I mean, Daredevil, it needs to do well for them. It really does. Hold on. I need to fix that a little bit. Yes, we were using the stand. Maybe I'll make less mistake or fewer mistakes. They got a feeling down for the leaders. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the leaders are fine. But it's definitely a filler cycle. 2, 4, 6. Stephen King's The Stand? Phenomenal book. All right. Daredevil flops. Are they in trouble? Yes. The worst part is I think Daredevil will kind of flop in a way. I think too many people have too high expectations going in too many different directions. Okay. When any amount of threat is removed from attached scheme by a thwart, discard this card. Remove equal amount of threat from a different scheme. Interesting. I can use this on legal practice then. Who are you, web warrior? So, all right, if we attach this to the main scheme, when any amount of threat is removed from attached scheme by a thwart, discard this card and remove an equal amount of threat from a different scheme. And all legal practice says is that it cannot be removed by heroes or allies, but we're not removing it by heroes or allies, we're removing it by Overwatch. I think we can do that. So the thought of the TV show flops, in which the case of Marvel is probably the same position. Where's Harvey Birdman? I don't know. I feel like Daredevil's in their back pocket. So if you listen to my podcast with MJ, who I need to do another one with, she's asked me to, and I just need to. Daredevil was designed and mostly done, from my understanding, but at least designed back during Mad Titan Shadow, and they just kept pushing it off. So it'll be interesting to see how much of it is original or still feels like it has Boggs's and Caleb's like fingerprints on it. But yeah, I felt like they kept pushing it off to, one, give Tony more practice. Well, really, that's it. I think to give Tony more practice. Like, because after that, they had the Spider-Man wave, which was Boggs send-off wave. So, okay. So, the order of things was Caleb pushed off Daredevil, allegedly, as the story goes, according to, again, my podcast, where he wanted to do Thanos. So, they did Thanos. Then Boggs was leaving, so they let Boggs do the wave. Then X-Men cycle, those three things happened in a row because all of a sudden, like, they got the green light for it. So they kind of had to like do that. And then after that, they bring Tony on. Well, they bring Tony on during that. Tony needs practice. Caleb's on his way out. So they have Caleb do his Civil War box at the end. Like, it kind of feels like that's why Daredevil was pushed off so much. Fantastic Four new core box or Fantastic Four is the next cycle. I'm still a firm believer that the next core box will be coming out sooner than later, and I do think it'll be Fantastic Four. I know people will fight me on it, and that's fine. Keeping a lot of the original designs, I hope they do. I'm not a big Tony fan on a lot of his designs. Like, again, I've equated this to baseball because I'm a big baseball guy. Tony is Jim Thome, Chris Davis, in my opinion. When he hits a home run, oh man, it goes out of the park. But there's sometimes he swings and misses for me. Versus Caleb was always that guy to hit singles and doubles for me. It was never amazing, but the vast majority of the time it worked. That ruined the Hulk pack. Daredevil's going to mess with boost cards, kind of like Scarlet Witch. New heroes are fantastic, but I also feel time that I oftentimes like the feel of Caleb and Michael's designs. Me too. Are these new heroes the heroes I want to play? Not really, but design. Yeah. Hey, Silver, how's it going, man? I wonder how many heroes they have in their back pocket. We know they already have Emma Frost from what I heard. Yes. They have Emma. They have Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger was done by MJ. And they have it. From also what was explained to me, they have a bunch of heroes that they kind of like roughly design for, but not really like enough. You know what I mean? Like they have the rough ideas of. Because I played baseball 2045. I've always felt like Thor should kind of play like War Machine with overpaying energy to do more damage. Yeah. Still a Minion Slayer though. Civil Server and the Punisher, and I'd be happy. Yeah. Cloak and Dagger would be so cool. Yeah. Like they won't bring MJ back for it, but MJ did say she still has the files and she's willing to share. So I wish they would bring MJ back for that. Okay. So I think I could do Overwatch and enforce for legal practice. I'm gonna get rid of eidetic memory. I'm gonna get rid of one way or another for now. I'll hold on to the double. J. Jonah and downtime. But I think because Overwatch is an upgrade with a hero interrupt, it is considered to be done by your hero and thereby can't be removed from legal practice. But also, I don't think the rules 100% address it, so play how you like. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. All right, well, I'm sure the way that they mean legal practice to work is that it has to be done through the alter ego response. You know what? We'll just go with that for now. One of my buddies in the UK is a tester for them, and he said it's pretty tight-lipped in NDA. I have a couple sources that do it. And I get tidbits of things. But not like a ton. I believe we know the future configuration of a potential Fantastic Four wave as well, although I know people don't like spoilers. If I'm saying too much, just let me know. If you're not part of my Discord, feel free to. And there's a leak section where they have talked about that in particular and the evidence behind that without getting into too much to spoil things for people. All right, so we'll draw 4 more. 2, 3, 4. All right, so what we got? Even the odds, remove 1 threat from each side scheme. Okay. Follow when attached scheme is defeated, deal 4 damage to enemy. That could be decent. I don't like this hand. Okay. Let's... It's not worth a 5. We're going to throw away a double and even the odds for right now to play J. Jonah Jameson. So, J. Jonah states, we can exhaust this card. Join the leaks. Exhaust this card to search your deck and discard pile for get the scoop and put it into play. Exhaust this card, remove 2 threat from a side scheme. How about this card? Can this be used for legal practice? Give him more pictures of Spider-Man. It's an action. Do we think we can use this? Rules committee. Threat cannot be removed from the scheme by heroes or allies. It's not a hero. It's not an ally. Because he's support. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Alright, I don't care if I get the scoop anymore. Okay. Let's flip up to good old Silk. After you defeat a minion or side scheme or resolve a treachery card, chuck that card under here from the encounter discard pile. Okay. Let's use J. Jonah to remove 2 threat from legal practice. Bring that down to 1. My wife asked me what I want for my birthday, and I said, ask for more pigs. We're going to throw away one way or the other. Excuse me. We'll play follow onto a side scheme. So we can do 4 damage if need be. We'll put that onto legal practice. Wall crawler. Hold on to it. We'll just deal 2 damage. All right, we're ready up. Wall crawler we'll hold on to. Finished Guardians of the Moon. It was so good, dude. I'm so happy. Start the next book. And get hyped. All right. So main scheme will go up by 2 because of legal practice. No, I don't think it did, but I'm happy to hear that. Dude, Dead House Gates. All right, so what you gotta do, if you're in my Discord, I'll tell you right now, I can't show my Discord because there's too many conversations. In the top, it says get roles under introductions. Actually, wait, I can show this. In here, it says this. Click on this button right here, leaks. When you click on that, this section will show up. I didn't want people to have to see it or like accidentally see anything. But anyway, just do that. That was my last. She was not ready. The Cripple God. Is it good? Okay. So we did 2 on that. She-Hulk's going to be attacking for 4 because of superhuman strength. So... Oh, we had to deal a damage to herself because the force response. My bad. We went. I forgot that on She-Hulk. When we change from alter ego to hero, deal 1 damage. So we forgot to do that. So we'll do the 1 damage to herself. All right. She-Hulk's going to attack me. I'm going to defend 3 against her 4. And then reveal superhuman strength. So that's 4, 5, 6. So I deal 3 damage to myself. 1, 2, 3. And then we discard both our copies of superhuman strength so you can see it. Discard this card after this attack. So that is discarded. So we took our 3 damage. Our bad card is 1-2 punch. Hero form. She-Hulk attacks you. Give her a tough status card. Okay. Guess we'll take this hit for 2 plus nothing on the advance. That's 2 more damage to us. And she gets a tough status. Cool. All right, that hurt more than I thought it was going to. All right, let's do J. Jonah is going to remove 2 threat from this scheme. Now. Oh, wait. After you defeat minion, treachery card. Let's tuck the treachery card. We're going to tuck it face up so I know what I have. So we have a tuck card. We will defeat legal practice, which we will tuck on us. So we have 2 cards from She-Hulk. And then followed will trigger. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. It just pings her tough. Sad. Sad D20, sad. Let's throw away even the odds and wall crawler. I think I have some stuff pinned that you can see. To play organic webbing. It's going to give us +1 thwart. And we can exhaust it to ready ourselves up. I don't think we're going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to flip down. We will discard 1-2 punch to draw 2 cards from our action. Okay, we'll use a double to play Spider Claws. So when we make a basic attack, we can exhaust, and each card tucked under there gains piercing, all that fun stuff. Spain the entire time. Malazan, baby. Nice. And skilled investigator will play under our control. I'll hold on to Spider Ham and ready up. 2, 3, 4. That's cool. 5. Oh, let's get the scoop. All right, this goes up to 3. She-Hulk is going to scheme against us for 1. Attach this card to a minion engaged with you. There is no minion. So this goes up by 1. It's at 4 out of 7. Bad card is Gamma Slam. When revealed, discard the highest cost ally support you control. No, J. Jonah. Place threat in the main scheme equal to that card's cost. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so we get the... No, wait. We don't get to tuck that. J. Jonah is gone. And unfortunately, that pops this. So that's up to 7. When the enemy leader is attacking, it gets +1 for the attack. Cool. Cool. No longer has steady, though. So that's something, I guess. Okay. What am I listening to here? Alright, we have 4 life. Alright, let's heal 3. 1, 2, 3. Flip up. Let's do get the scoop. We'll just play it for free. Let's throw away 2 followeds to play Spider Reflexes. And then we'll put Overwatch onto Mighty Avengers. I'm going to get rid of Spider Ham. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alberoon, baby. Outwit. Okay. This goes up by 1. So it's 1 out of 9. She's going to be attacking me for 3. I'm going to defend against this. We'll use Spider Reflex. When Spider defends, she gets +1 defense for each card tucked under here from the same encounter set as the attacking enemy. So it's 1. So she's at 4 defense. And after this attack, tuck the top card of the encounter, discard pile under Silk. So it's going to be 3, 4, give them an additional boost. 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 3 damage to me. Hey, CyberJace, welcome to chat. And then Shield Ops gets tucked. Okay. Okay. Back card is She-Hulk gains Stalwart. After she schemes, discard this card. Bro, I'm getting like wrecked. Okay. Oh man, Outwit is terrible. So, should we get +1 from the same encounter set as the thwarted scheme? The main scheme is registration, so it has to be on side schemes. Woof. All right, let's use a double to play Albert Moon. So we can tuck the top card or heal 1 from Cindy Moon for each card tucked under her. On Alter Ego. Ooh. All right, we're going to throw away Outwit to lay the trap. Sorry. So, when defeated, the player defeated this does 5 damage to the villain. It's going to come in with 3 threat. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. Let's do Organic Webbing. To exhaust this, discard a card tucked under Silk. So we'll get rid of the Shield Ops card to ready up Silk. Oh boy. This is like a really bad matchup for Silk. I mean, we could do the 3 damage. We just have to keep defending with her. Or we could thwart 2. Off one of the side schemes. Yeah, let's thwart 2. Off of Get the Scoop. Yeah, I do need allies. We'll get rid of this. She only has a couple in this deck. Alright, well, ready up. 1, 2. That's a good one. 3, 4. Though we don't have the resources. Oh, wait. Yeah, we don't. Oh my god, 3 swinging web kicks. Well, alright, 1 goes on here is up to 2. She-Hulk is going to attack for 3. We are going to defend this and use Spider Reflexes. So we're defending for 4 against her 3 plus nothing. And then after this attack, tuck to the top card. So standard card. So no damage to us. That's something. Bad card is Deadly Duo. When defeated. Okay. That comes in with 4. And we cannot remove threat off the main scheme. Okay. We are having a bad time. We don't have the requirements to do this because we need Helicarrier. Oh boy. Okay. Let's do Smooth as Silk. So choose an enemy or scheme in play. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until the same card is there, and then tuck that card. So we'll do it for She-Hulk. Okay. Let's do then exhaust Organic Webbing, and we'll discard the standard card to ready her up. What we'll do is thwart 2 off of Get the Scoop. So, no, wait, no. We're gonna do. Oh no, we can't do it off that one. We'll do it off to Get the Scoop again. Cindy Moon, players look at the top 2 cards in the encounter deck and tucks one of those cards under their identity. Okay. We'll tuck Taskmaster. I guess Assault goes back. That gets discarded. Then we can use Skilled Investigator Because we defeated a side quest, so we get to draw a card. Oh, okay. Good. This actually worked out well. No, wait, it didn't. We needed a mental. Son of a gun. All right, so we could do Spider-Man. We're going to throw away 3 swing web kicks to enter Spider-Man Pavtier. After he enters play, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each web warrior card you control. So we control 2. So let's remove 2 threat off of this one. Bring it down to 2. I don't want to flip down yet because I'm too worried about that because I have to get rid of that first. So he will thwart 1 off of here, so it's down to 1. And then we'll ready up. Hold on to Spider-Man. Get 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It's enough to get Peter Parker in play at least. Alright, this goes up to 3. She-Hulk is swinging for 3. Spider-Man's going to take this hit. So it's going to be 3 plus nothing. Knocks him out. Probably should wait another round, but that's alright. Alright, bad card is Treachery card. Each minion activates against the player it is engaged with. Otherwise, the enemy leader activates against you. Do not give it a boost card. Okay. We'll tuck this card because it's Treachery. And then she just attacks for 3 because of the main scheme. So we'll defend against this. 3 versus 3 cancels out. We're good. Okay. Let's throw away 1 of each resource icon. Let's put Spider-Man in play. So after he attacks or thwarts, choose a web warrior character and ready that character. So first thing we'll do is organic webbing to ready yourself up. And we'll throw away a Thunderbolts card. I will thwart the 2 off of Deadly Duo. We discard... Each player discards the top 8 cards. 1, 2, 3. So I only have 4. So these 4 discard. I lose Ingenuity, which is sad, and an ally. And we get a bad card. Alright, we could put this on us, so we'll tuck that there. We'll have Spider-Man thwart 2 off of the main scheme. Brings it down to 1. We will do Overwatch then, so when any amount of threat would be removed from attached scheme by a thwart, discard this card and remove an equal amount from a different scheme. So we'll move from Lay the Trap, brings it down to 1. We get to ready yourself up. Then we'll swing. We'll use the claws. Oh, yeah. That's a good catch. All right, even the odds. All right, so we'll use Spider Claws. We attack 2 extra against She-Hulk, so that's 4 damage. 2, 3, 4. He's down to 10. I think I'm now going to flip down. Yes, I will flip down. Let us discard one of our tuck cards to draw 2 cards. One way or the other, and outwit. We'll throw away Smooth as Silk and Even the Odds to play Outwit. Flip back and forth between two forms and keeps getting... Let's do Albert to heal 1 damage from each tuck card. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, I should have done that first. Can we back up a little bit and say I did that first? And then get myself with 1 extra life because I should just play better. And then we discard a tuck card. I'm going to get rid of one way or the other too. All right, let's ready up. And then draw 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Spider-Man, Helicarrier, Swinging Web. Okay. Okay. This goes up by 1. She's going to scheme for 2 because of Focused Rage. So 2, 3, 4. Brings up to 6 out of 9. She loses Focused Rage. And we get 2 bad cards. First one is Gang Up. This card gains Surge. When revealed, give the enemy leader and each minion a tough status. Okay, that's fine. She's no longer stalwart. Next bad card. Jack-o'-lantern. When revealed, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Place 1 threat in the main scheme for each different card type. Ugh. Alright. An upgrade. An upgrade. And an upgrade. Okay, cool. We hang on. That's up to 7. Alright, let's exhaust Albert to heal up all the way. We will flip up. Do we want to discard Taskmaster or no? Yeah, let's discard Taskmaster. Draw 2 more cards. A double in one way or the other. Okay, that's actually fine. Now we're ready up, or flip up. So, let's use a double and a one way or the other to play Spider-Man, bottom tier. And after he enters play, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each Web Warrior card you control. 1, 2, 3. So this goes down by 3. So 6, 5, 4. Then I will, what is that, 4? Let's get rid of 3 cards to play Helicarrier. I'm running out of ready tokens. I'm going to deal 2 damage to the Jack-o'-lantern. Pavtir will thwart 1. Oh, no. We don't want to thwart 1. We'll just deal 1 damage to Jack-o'-lantern. Get rid of that. We'll tuck him. Because then we can exhaust organic webbing to get rid of it. To ready us up. We can use the claws. So we get 4 attack. For each tuck card under here from the same encounter set as the attacked enemy, this attack gains piercing. So 2 She-Hulks. So it's going to pierce this and deal 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then Spider-Man will thwart 2 off the main. Ready us up. I don't want to do lay the trap yet because I feel like we can wait a little bit until like we're making that final push. So let's just do... We could throw it down to 0, but I feel like that's a little too safe. We don't need to do that yet. So we'll just do 2 more damage. 1, 2. And then we'll ready up. We can flip down soon, which we might do. I'll hold on to that. So 2, okay, 3, 4, 5. Ingenuity. Oh, we're genius on the other side. Okay, we might have to flip down again. This goes up to 3. She-Hulk's going to attack for 3. We'll do this with spider reflexes. So when we defend, we get +1 for each tuck card. So that's 2. So that's 5 defense against this. So it's attacking for 3, 4, 5. So nothing. We'll tuck that Thunderbolts card there. Then bad card. Just go ahead and upgrade or support you control. We'll take that treachery card as well. I'll get rid of outwit. Yeah, because we're not really using outwit. So we'll just get rid of that. Okay. 4 life. So let's do the old... One, 2. We'll have Spider-Man remove 1 from here, so it's down to 2. We flip to alter ego to hero, doesn't shield damage you? Oh, you're right. You're right. What do we say, like 2 life? I think we missed that. Let's just do 3. I'm sure I missed that a few times. It's a good catch. I keep forgetting that. I'll say we flipped 3 times and didn't catch it. I don't know. Just hurt ourselves a little more. All right. I think we're going to... flip down. We'll use Albert Moon to heal ourselves up all the way. 1, 2, 3. We'll use a double because we're genius now to play Ingenuity. And then we can use Helicarrier, Ingenuity, and throw away 2 kicks to put Lady Spider in. And then what we'll do is Lady Spider will thwart 2 off the main. Now, after Lady Spider thwarts and removes threat from a scheme, if you control another Web Warrior card, remove an equal amount from a different scheme. So we'll move 2 off of here. When defeated, this goes in the victory display, we deal 5 damage to the villain. So kills that She-Hulk. Puts in this She-Hulk. Oops. No, I can't draw because it's a hero response. But thank you for the reminder. Deal each player encounter card. She can't take damage this phase. That's fine. She's up to 20 life now. Okay. And now we're ready up. And then we'll just make a massive push here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I lost all my big hitters. J. Jonah. Oh, no, I do have one more swinging web kick. Or silk kick. Sorry. All right, this goes up to 1. She's going to scheme now for 1, 2. This goes up to 3. We got 2 bad cards. First one is Taskmaster's Academy. When defeated, give the enemy leader... Okay. Lady Spider should have 2. Thank you. That comes in with 4. Boost cards do a little extra now. So let's just put that there so we remember. Second bad card. I know I'm surprised. I don't even know why I'm surprised. When reveal, place 1 additional threat here for each card tucked under your identity. So that's 6. Don't be nice. All right. So when defeated, okay, it has a 1 defeated on it. And he does more damage for each card. Okay. Don't even know if I'm going to worry about that. Leslie Shadow of the Past is still the main character this year. I know, right? Okay. So here's the thing. She's got 20 life. I feel like we can go a little crazy. So what we'll do is we'll use her action so we can draw 2 cards. Overwatch and a double. We'll do Albert Moon. So tuck the top card of the encounter deck under Cindy. Oh, got rid of an event. That doesn't help us. Hey, Brian. We got 10 life, right? We'll flip up. Deal 1 damage to herself so we don't forget that. Now the question is, can we do a lot of damage? The answer, of course, is yes. Let's put Overwatched onto Mighty Avengers for now. Okay. One BT20 streaming that, I know, right? All right, we have 2 She-Hulk cards. So we'll do this with the claws. So it's going to be 4 damage on the She-Hulk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain piercing every new ability. Okay, let's do... Two, 4, 12, 9. I think we can get the win. All right, so what we'll do is we'll use Spider-Man to deal 2 damage on the She-Hulk. His response, so the damage we get, the consequential damage happens last. So after he attacks, defeats a character, choose a Web Warrior, ready that character, so ready yourself. Then he gets knocked out. I will swing for 2 more damage. I will use a double and an Ingenuity to play a swinging Silk Kick. So we'll deal 7 damage to enemy. You may discard a tuck card from the same encounter set to deal 2 additional damage and gains Overkill. So we will do that and get rid of a She-Hulk card. That'd be 9 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we'll use Organic Webbing to ready yourself up to deal 2 more damage. I'll throw away 2 cards and use Helicarrier. to play Spider Ham. Spider Ham will deal 2 damage, knocks him out. Attacks or thwarts, discard the top card of the encounter deck for each boost icon. There is none, so it takes no consequential. Then Lady Spider will knock herself out, dealing 2 damage. Spider-Man will knock himself out, doing no damage. -4. Nothing was stopping me, right? Nothing was stopping me. And I guess I could have thrown away downtime to put followed on some scheme or something like that. Wow. Yeah, I probably could. I'll do it for the next stream because there's no sense doing it now that I finished. But yeah, Dan, I could probably do that next time. Yeah, the allies helped. But once you get the organic webbing with the spider reflexes and get that going over and over and over, it felt pretty good. That felt strong. Wow. I'm going to be honest. I did not think that would work out kind of the way that it did. Hold on 1 second. Let me just... I know we're done, but I just want to zoom in for funsies. Yeah, I still don't think it's super readable, but... Deck itself, man, just proves how strong... I mean, yeah. Like, a lot of people, I feel like, didn't like Silk. And I get why. Like, I'm not, like, against people's understanding of Silk. But, yeah, it just feels like she can do so much. She really was able to control, for the most part, and do things. And, like, this was more of a side scheme deck. And there's some things we obviously could have done with that. But we didn't even really lean into it that much. But I gotta say, yeah, she's a lot of fun. Silk is just plain fun. I think you'll like Wonder Man better as its cards under the hero more control, where Silk needs to maneuver and dodge the encounter deck to use it against the villain. Love playing Silk in the leadership deck. Rapid response to Spider 29 with Peter and Hobbit. Yeah, that's nice. Also, welcome Bampa. Deck probably works better in Volta. Yeah. Yeah, she is definitely a little intimidating. And, like, luckily, the legal practice thing with Jay Jonah was, like, clutch in order to get rid of this card early on so that we had a She-Hulk card that we could kind of keep in our own back pocket, basically. And then, like, really go nuts with it, you know? That helped a lot. Especially for a set where there's so many other things in there. I mean, 5 other encounter sets, right? 4 encounter sets and standard. So it's kind of nice how that worked out. I had to cut rapid response to my leadership web warrior deck as most web warriors need to enter play from hand. Yeah. Olivia, welcome to chat. Is Madeline Pryor and Amora the Enchantress in this game? The Enchantress, I don't know if it's Amora or the Enchantress, but Enchantress is in here, but like as an enemy, not like a hero. It's not like where if you play Legendary, like a Legendary is like a bunch of stuff. She seemed okay to me once she gets going. Yeah. Getting reflex and organic engine rolling is huge. Yeah. Agreed. Reflexes and webbing is just crazy. You wish for Game of Slam, that's one of her strongest cards. Still one, yeah. Did you replace Rapid Response with Regroup? What about Captain Marvel and Wasp? Yes, they both exist. So Captain Marvel is in the core box, and Wasp exists, but she's kind of hard to get now because a lot of that stuff is going out of print. But I think you can still find Wasp. Wasp is really cool I don't have her easily accessible because the card itself is a. I'll just find it for you. Let me instead of trying to. So Wasp, what's cool? Do you have Scarlet Witch? Absolutely. Scarlet Witch is one of my favorite. So like you have Nadia, right? Wasp side, but it also opens up to be Big Wasp because she transforms. Ant-Man does the same. Ant-Man does the same exact thing. So it's like a 3-fold card, which is really cool. But yes, I have Scarlet Witch. She's one of my favorites. Olivia, are you new into Champions? Or just like checking it out? Hopefully they redo Scarlet Witch soon because again she's not a hard one to get now. Unfortunately with Marvel Champions a lot of the older stuff is kind of hard to get, which stinks. I cannot play Wasp good at all. I don't know why. I feel like too many people, it works backwards. Like Ant-Man makes sense. Like big Ant-Man do a lot of damage. Small Ant-Man thwart a lot. Where Wasp kind of works almost like the other way. Yes, I knew. Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you have any questions, more than happy to answer everything. Still need to try Wasp, but I'm a sucker for Ant-Man. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people really liked Ant-Man. Yes, I did know it was in Transformers. I didn't know what the Transformers were, but I did, and the only reason I knew is because of how they would sleeve it, and that's how I learned how to sleeve Wasp and Ant-Man. Wasp is excellent in aggression and decks that control the board. Yeah, Wasp is really good. Wasp is really good, but it is kind of like a weird way to play her for sure. I tried a Boom Guy Wasp deck. With Savage Strike adding +6 to the basic attack when she could spread the damage in giant form. Dude, that's nuts. Yeah, there's some fun things you could do with Wasp for sure. For sure. Transformer card game has folding cards. It has a couple, yeah. Invisible Woman, no. Phoenix exists. Storm exists. Emma Frost does not exist, but she was cut at some point. So the design exists at some point, and they are going to come back to X-Men. I will put money on that within the next few cycles that we will get Emma Frost. Scarlet Witch is also my favorite. She's so fun and strong. Yeah, she's great. Jean Grey is great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Phoenix, I feel like gets like a weird rap now and again, but she's really good. Storm is a lot of fun. Dude, Storm is so good. Storm is crazy how she works. It has 10 waves. It has a couple more than a couple. It also has combining cards. Yeah. But yeah, the Transformer cards did the folding cards first. Because a lot of people were worried about how long Wasp and Ant-Man would exist folding. Because like you're doing it over and over and over, right? But people are like, look, we've done this with Transformers for a long time. Like, you'll be fine. And that's true. You can print and play everything at this point. There's enough communities that have it. Storm is very hard to find. I'm never going to get her for a reasonable price. I don't know. Kitty Pryde, yes. The Thing, no. Human Torch, no. They haven't done a whatchamacallit yet. A Fantastic Four wave, though. I would bet money is coming out soon. And Wolverine does exist. Wolverine's pretty good and strong. He uses his health for some resources, which is pretty cool. Kitty Pryde is really tough. Shadowcat's like really tough to maneuver, but once you figure her out, she's good. Cyclops the Goat. Oof. Mind sharing that link? What, the print and play link? I don't have it. Does anyone else do? Or if you shoot it in my Discord, I can post it. Matterford, is that like, where is that? I don't know where it is. Oh, okay. I see you. I see you. Oh, that's for Transformers. Yeah, so you can do the whole Transformers game. There. The whole X-Men wave was good in my opinion. Yeah, X-Force I was a little down on, but yeah. Also, Olivia, if you have Discord, feel free to join it, and you can whatever question you have with Marvel Champions, you can ask them there. Like no one will judge. It's very friendly, still making waves when they can. That's cool. It's cool to see certain games when people took over like that to do things. I think that's really neat. It's like the 90s. I was a little mad at the last wave of heroes from X-Men personally. Um, although the Age of Apocalypse villains were some of my favorites. I like the last wave of heroes. Let me look. Also, Olivia, so you could see, this will show you everything that's out there. So you can always look through there. Black Cat, no. Silver Surfer, no. Ghost Rider, not yet. Spider Woman, yes. That exists in the Rise of Red Skull box. Mr. Incredible, no. Mystique, no. And She-Hulk is in the core box. All right, so Bishop and Magic, I liked. Iceman now. Yeah, Jubilee, no. Nightcrawler's fine. Magneto, yeah. Magneto's fine. Magneto's fine. Oh, you just had some. Okay. Other guy, welcome to the chat. I judge the rules every time someone asks a rules question. That's fair. Psylocke made a comeback. It was hated when she was released, and now people have come around her. I'm one of those people, too. Love every Marvel Champions hero except for 3. Can you guess which ones? Doctor Strange, Jubilee, and Deadpool. Oh, wait, Maria Hill. Can we add that in somewhere? Take Jubilee out, put Maria Hill in. Like Bishop of Magic. Late to the party is all good, man. Jubilee isn't that bad. I still can't get her to work, dude. Psylocke exists. Magneto exists. Not, or if you're, I don't know who Magma is, but Magma doesn't. Slapping Tunes, yeah, Persona 5 Reload. One of my favorite games. 2 of the 3, not bad. Be nice to my favorite. I can't. I can't with Deadpool. I can't do it. That wave was what I expected. I would have swapped Jubilee with Emma though. Yeah. Yeah, I would have too. Though I really wanted Jubilee as like a hero, and she just fell flat for me. I couldn't. Check out the deck, Jubilee and me, and throw 2 in disguise to scheme out shopping spree in one go. Oh, yeah, if you lean into like the item cards and whatnot. Which what? Her coat and sunglasses? I don't know. I need to get. I mean, Daring Lime has always told me I need to give her another shot. Doctor Strange, Maria Hill, and Drax. Drax is a weird one. Multi-talented goes. I have about 20 hero packs I've yet to open. Take your time. No rush. No rush. You don't need to rush it. It's fine. I did that for Arkham. It was bad times. They didn't go hard enough with her kit. With her size game, it shouldn't have read Alter Ego, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they were trying to be a little fancy with her. A little too finessey. I still have yet to get Jubilee, Nightcrawler, Iceman, X-23. I'm way behind. Make sure you get them before they go out of stock. X-23 is still goated. I still think X-23 is one of the best heroes in the game. She's so fun. She's so fun. Let me just turn off these lights before. Too hot. Iceman, I don't know. I could never get into Iceman. I built an aggression Deadpool deck, which used a lot of take damage, do something back cards, like you'll pay for that, and counterattack. And that was the first time I enjoyed playing Deadpool. Okay. I have no D20. Did you know about the supposed leaks before they had announced Civil War? Yes. We knew who the Civil War heroes were going to be from the league, from a certain set of leaks. I might just get lucky with Jubilee, but it was pretty easy to get her glasses and coat. After that, it was smooth sailing. Nice. Yeah, Iceman's way too expensive. Like his cards. I've been hooked on Ashes. Let's go. I love Ashes. I need to play it again soon. X23 is really strong. Nightcrawler create a new strategy. I made a friendly pool Deadpool. Nice. Put endurance are one of the new conditioning cards on him, and he's a beast. Oh, on Deadpool. I can see that. I get that. I still just don't want to play him. I'm a Hawkeye defender. But he needs allies, take hits because he squishes here in the game. That he is. Man, I tried, man. There were some people that were just like, do it. Get more in a Hawkeye. And I was like, okay. And then, man, I can't. I've tried. And I just fail every time. Sentinels Multiverse. D's available. First base and second is on sale. Okay. I missed your other comment. Wait. Do you mean? Oh, you're saying on Hawkeye, you put on endurance or one new conditioning. He's a beast. I got you now. I'll have to try that actually. I play Hawkeye. Let's go. I will try until the end of time. Project Wide Awake or Master Mold, either one. They kind of play so similar to me now. I have a hard time remembering which one's which. Because I'm weird. I did not play the Spy. I haven't played Spy Woman in a while. I need to. Do you have a favorite Phoenix Born to play? Nah, not yet. I feel like I need to play more. Like, there's been very few Phoenix Born that have been, like, not... That, like, I don't enjoy. You know what I mean? Like, they all feel so unique. I'm so scared with the, like, the deck building aspect of it, because it's so open and freeing that, like, I'm scared to, like, do it, because I feel like I'll just mess everything up. But I need to give it, like, a good try soon. But, yeah, we need to play more of it, because it's so good. It's so good. Well, so when I zoomed in before, that's basically as close as I can get. Because the thing is, okay, wait. Hold on. I turned the lights off, so the glare is going to be weird. But, like, I can't zoom in much more past that to a point. So what I can do... Problem is I just need a better camera. Wait, is this the right camera? Yeah. So, like, if I mean, obviously, like, even if I zoomed in, like, a lot like that, like, it's still just off. Look at that zoom. Of course, they're going to freak out now. So, like, no matter what, it'll just always be slightly blurry. Because it's not a good enough camera. If all guy could play one in one area, I know, yeah. So, yeah, realist is probably as, like, close as we can really get. That's why I just do the whole side thing. That's off to my side. For those who don't know, this is what it looks like underneath. And then it's just a green mat that goes on top. Have you played a bunch of Venom with the new... I have not. I still have to play more Venom. Especially now I got the Venom board that I wasn't expecting. There's a few heroes I feel like I need to play more of that I haven't. Oh, we switched to Final Fantasy. Okay. I was like, this is not Persona, but okay. For when they take a second take on Hawkeye with Kate Bishop. Yeah, I'll be interested to see when they redo heroes what they do. Like if they redo Hawkeye and whatnot. Like I assume they will. Like Hulk and whatever. So Thor is so good, he came a long way since released. Yeah. Thor got much better. Thor went from like a quote unquote joke to like, all right. I posted the deck in Discord. Okay. No worries, appreciate. Yeah. No, one day. Especially call me out when you do, please. I want to see that. I have a deck for him that I'll update and share. Okay. We could do Thor again soon. Don't get me started on Thor. I know I posted my Tiger deck in Discord too. Wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do a Grey Hulk. Yeah. So, I do want to update my cameras. Well, camera at some point. This one I'll probably keep the same because it's good enough. Like you don't need to see me better. Like, ugh. But I do want to update that one more so because I'll talk about it more in the future. But I do want a better camera to like switch back and forth between there and there. Because there's some side stuff I'm gonna do. But anyway, I would like to get a better camera for there. So like almost like what Nelson's is, except Nelson uses like a whole full frame camera, and that just ain't gonna happen. Because I don't have that kind of money to spend on it. Though I know Nelson hasn't streamed much recently. Maybe he'll sell his camera to me. But so I'm hoping one day I can upgrade that camera, so then the cards will be more readable, I guess. New Loki? No. God, I never want to do new Loki again. Thor with Face the Past and Shadow Empathy is a deck that is both funny and fun. Oh, I haven't even thought about that. My favorite hero, period, and I feel like they missed the mark. And yes, I do make Thor decks, mostly trying to make him home the mightiest. There it is. He's too busy hulking up. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing, man. Are you going to have a petition to get Nelson to make more videos? No. Yeah, I hope he comes back soon. I don't know why he stopped. It felt very abrupt. I should reach out to him, make sure everything's all right. Him and I used to chat a lot. We don't as much anymore, unfortunately. Can't wait to try out Hercules this week. I know, I'm excited for Hercules. I've always preferred your vids and streams for gameplay because everything is tight, clean, and the most readable from what I was watching. Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. I try. The green screen camera has been a much better asset recently. Because we didn't have that, and I was doing the old-fashioned you know, here's this card, and that was like a pain, and then the camera doesn't focus all the time, and it's just like, okay, you know what I mean? You draw 5 cards from Face the Past with Thor, and then Shadow Empathy takes control of Loki and the Thor and Loki tag team. That's actually kind of funny. I actually love that. Like the zoom cam? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it took me 2 years to figure out how to do that. We had a system way back in the day that we had it off to the side where I had a button that I had to push to turn it on and off because I didn't have a green screen. It was terrible because the button didn't work half the time. It was a mess. And I don't, this is like this screen. Okay, so like you all are information on this side. Chat's kind of here in the middle. And then this screen is what you all see. And I never look over there to see what you all see. And then it just, everything would be a mess. I was such a bad content creator. I'm excited to build around Thor and Hulk together, yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for Hercules. I think he's gonna be rough, but I'm excited for the challenge. I like your layout, D20. If I were ever to stream, I would steal your layout. Sure. If you need help, let me know. I am excited to help anyone that wants help to become a streamer. We need more people in the space. That's how the game stays alive. That's the problem with Arkham right now, or one of the problems, is that like half their content creators are like leaving. And like the community is just like, we don't have as many people left, and it's kind of sad. Thoughts on getting one of those giant curve monitors? So I would like that. I'd have to remount everything. So I don't know. I would like it because it's just cleaner, but I'm not sure how it would work. I'm just thin-skinned. Yeah, you'll get a lot of hate. Doesn't matter how nice you are, how good you are. You could be Nelson, the nicest human being that's ever existed, that's walked God's green earth, and people will hate on you. Working on my new YouTube channel? Let's go. Dude, that's awesome. If you need help with anything, let me know. Looking for Wonder Man personally, not sure about Herc. I'm excited for both of them. Same with Lord of the Rings, LCG. Barely anyone makes videos on it anymore. Add to the list. The problem is there's just so many things I want to do videos for. I've really enjoyed Arkham, so I want to do more Arkham stuff. I need to do more Ashes. I want to do more. I want to do more Legendary, and when DC Legendary comes out, we are jumping on that bandwagon fast, chat. Fast. So Wonder Man, I was very impressed with the Disney Plus show. I heard it was pretty good. Nelson's rad. Supported his Twitch for a year when I could. Hope he is okay. Yeah, me too. I know he's got a lot of different stuff going on that he does for board game stuff, so I don't know if all that stuff is kind of taking off or whatever. So I'm hoping that's what it is. When does the DC one come out? I think in like a month and a half or something like that. It's within the next 2 months, allegedly. Upper Deck is kind of weird. They just like release things and don't always 100% tell you. I got everything but Weapon X. That's not bad. I have everything but X-Men and Civil War. But yeah, DC's coming out, and then I think they're going to switch to Core Box 2 of Marvel Legendary, because there's finally news on that. They still are supposed to do a What If 2 box, which I'm hyped for, because What If 1 was amazing for Legendary. So I want more of that. But yeah, I mean, this channel, I'm just going to warn you all now, this channel is going to focus on a lot of DC Legendary. Upper Deck replaced everything I've ever had an issue with. They've been so good to me. I just wish they would reprint some of the big boxes. But I also think they want to like just redo so much. So what's kind of the point, you know? So I don't know if their printers get tied up or whatever. I'm sure it's a bunch of different things. But yeah, I mean, I really love Legendary. I wanted to play more of that. DC Legendary I might get into. I avoid Marvel Legendary because I don't need another Marvel theme game. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, DC Legendary plays very, 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 very similar to Marvel Legendary, so you won't be missing much. Same as Cryptozotic. Dev sent me all the OG promos way back to 2013. That's amazing. That's one of the things I liked about Ashes. To like get the promos is really easy. Like really easy. If you see them live in person, they usually just have them all. And you can just ask them and they're like, yeah, here. The new Star Wars deck builder, the Caleb Grace one. I like it a lot. I want to play it soon with novels again. No, I want to do the solo mode that was fan made and do that soon too. Because I think once we finish Arkham, we'll do that. We'll do a bunch of different things before we hop into another Arkham cycle. Because like I'll need a break from it. Like I really like Arkham. I just need a break. No, I can't get into another TCG. I have so many. The problem is we don't even play much. Like I have some Magic stuff, but more importantly I have SWU, which we love. I stopped getting into Lorcana. Though if they come out with any more solo boxes, I'll probably get them. But I still have 2 booster boxes to rip for Lorcana. I still have 2 or 3 booster boxes to rip for Swoo. I've always loved One Piece, but novels fell out of favor with it. So I have like 20 starter sets I haven't opened for it, which I think I might just sell at some point. I felt like I had another TCG. I don't remember it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Nah, I'm not a big Turtles fan. Want the Clone Wars version of the game? Yeah. For Swoo. Wait, what's Marvel in June and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like, I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Unmatched. Do I still need to open it? Still sitting over there shrink wrapped. I have that shrink wrapped and the last Arkham expansion still shrink wrapped. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Yeah, the only thing I did with Magic the Gathering was do some stuff for Final Fantasy because I'm a big Final Fantasy fan. And that's it. My wife and I are excited for the Gargoyles and Black Cauldron cards in the new Lorcana wave. Nice. Yeah, we liked Lorcana. Just once we played Swoo, we're like, this is just a better version. But she's a big Disney fan, so she kept going for a while. And then finally, we're just like, we're just spending hundreds of dollars for a game that she barely plays now, which is unfortunate. But I do like it. It's a fun game. I like the solo modes. If they do more solo stuff, like I said, I'll keep investing in that. But I still need to open the Jafar box and do the solo modes for that with Lorcana too. The Ursula one was fun, but it was tough. Ooh, was that tough? But oh well. But yeah, Magic the Gathering we just did because of Final Fantasy. Novels put up with it for me. More than collectors? Yeah, I get that. Yeah. My in-laws found this shirt for me. They're like, here you go. I was like, sweet. Like it. I like Swoo, but I sold all mine. That's fair. Yeah, we just buy a box and call it a day. And that's been good for us. All right, chat. I gotta get out of here. So, appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. What am I thinking? Wednesday, we'll do Arkham Horror. See if we die from more fish people. Just constantly murdering us with the murder. And then Friday, novels won't be on, but there, I won't spoil it yet because I don't know if it's going to come to fruition, but we might do Marvel Champions 2 player with another streamer. So that could be fun. They still have to figure out their life and their schedule, but I think we're doing it this Friday. So hopefully we'll do that. If not, we'll figure out something else to do, but I think that's what we're doing. So get hyped for that. So, all right. Appreciate you all. Make sure you join Discord if you have not yet. Support me through Buy the Same Token, Rogue, into the AM, all that fun stuff. All that helps out a lot. I've seen you guys buy the clothes and buy the energy drinks, so thank you. Buy the tokens, obviously. Josh E. Villain Theory, all of them. 8-player. Actually, that would be ridiculous. Is doing a Loki scenario with like 20 streamers and just seeing what happened. Actually, that's not the worst idea I've ever had. If somebody could set up a 4-player stream and someone else sets up a 4-player stream and someone else sets up a 4-player stream and somehow we can talk to each other through like Discord. God, that'd be a chaotic mess. I'm going to put that in the back burner. I don't hate that idea. But it would be a mess. A hilarious mess. But a mess nonetheless. Anyway, that's something for D20 to ponder on and figure out how he would do that. Anyway, appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. And I will see you all Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Have a good one.